If you're working at Microsoft, there's a few things that you can really be thinking about here at the end of the year and going into the start of the new year. Why are we thinking about these things? Well, one, we want to make sure that we're reducing our taxes as much as we possibly can. And number two, we want to make sure that we are taking advantage of all the qualified retirement savings opportunities that exist to us. There's some, I would say a few of these items are pretty simple, right? A few of these items like maxing out your 401k. Look, if you're working at Microsoft, my assumption is that you have the income that you are hopefully able to max out your 401k. But what about things like the Mega Backdoor Roth? Run into a lot of people. They think they're maxing out their 401k. They're putting, in the low 20,000s in their 401k, the employee contribution max. But they don't even know that they can put in like an extra $30,000 plus into their 401k utilizing the Mega Backdoor Roth. It pains me when I run across people that aren't aware of some of these provisions inside of their 401k that they can and should be taking advantage of that can put a lot of money in a tax-free bucket, but they're just not doing it. So diving into the Mega Backdoor Roth inside the 401k, that's a huge one. Making sure you're maxing out your 401k, that's a huge one. Going into the new year, 401k contribution limits change. We want to make sure that you're not leaving any money on the table by not maxing out your 401k. Want to be looking at that into the start of the new year. What if you're turning 50 next year? Did you know that once you turn 50, you can put even more money into a 401k each year? You want to make sure that you're doing that. Again, these are things that we want to be checking the box on. Typically, Microsoft employees at the end of November have RSUs or stock awards that are vesting. What are we doing with those stock awards? Another thing that kills me, I see a lot of Microsoft employees, those stock awards just tend to pile up and pile up and pile up. We can be diversifying those things and paying really no extra tax by selling these things right when they vest, right? We've got all kinds of other content about that. But what is your strategy? What is your plan with those vesting RSUs? What about thinking about tax loss harvesting? Do you have positions that you might be able to sell at the end of the year, capture $3,000 of losses somewhere and reduce your tax bill, right? There's a lot of these year-end planning topics and really going into the start of the next year that you can really take advantage of, really get your whole life from a financial perspective buttoned up, ticked and tied, cross every T, dot every I. And if you want to have a conversation about any of this, we're certainly happy to. We work with a lot of Microsoft employees. You can find time at avioradvisors.com/MSFT. Do a lot of great work with Microsoft employees. Particularly, we find that we have a lot more conversations in the last couple of months of the year and at the start of the year as people want to make sure that they're getting their financial house in order going into the new year.